People. Que pasa, say what they do. Now the first part of this video is an update about a situation that took place in a place called Stewarttown. We are speaking about in St. Mary, in which a youth was slapped away, and his name is Savian Hines, and I am speaking about unjustly by the Popo members of the security force, specifically JCF officers. Now people, you know that when anything like this happens and you see government officials turn up, that means that something is wrong. That means that something is into something. And like they say, wherever there is smoke, there is always fire. So therefore, the MP I am speaking about, Bobby, we're speaking about Robert Montague, he also showed up. And also the minister without portfolio in the justice ministry, we are speaking about a person whose name is Matthew Samoda, he also showed up. However, people, there are several voice notes that I want you to listen to, and this is voice notes from his aunt and also his sister. Now, after this incident occurred, the mother, we're speaking about a person whose name is Carmen Purcell. She is traumatized. She is too emotional to talk. However, her daughter, and her name is Peter Gay Hines, she had something to say. So people, take a listen, take a look to exactly what she has to say.
They came with the guns, pointed on me with my kids. Went through the 3 rooms, come back. 5 of them was around the house, and then 5 went inside. You can't deal with people dead like that. Have respect for people. If police citizens have respect for we can respect them. We're still waiting on them. But we still need to know what him have done and why them come and kill him like that in front of us, especially my children. Right now my kids are traumatized. I can't have them in a yard. Every day my smaller child getting up asking for him, where is uncle, when him coming home? So Mr. Prime Minister, I want justice for my brother because them never have to kill him. If them are look for somebody, lock him up. Put charge on him, make him go doing time and come out or sentence him.
Now people, like the lady said, the Popo came in and they entered the premises and they searched all 3 rooms. And them have the big pipe pointed in front of her and also her kids. That means them don't really have any respect. And I understand that they are doing their job, so they are supposed to be careful. So anyways, they scoured the place and they were looking for him. And also, I guess they were looking for some sort of gun. Anyway, they left after they were told that he was not there, and obviously they searched and they realized that he was not there. So they left and they went, we're speaking about the Aracabesa, which is also in St. Mary. Now people, remember, they left from the house looking for this youth Savian. They did not find him. They searched the place. They never said at that point that they found any sort of firearm, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. They left. And they went to Aracabesa where they arrested him and caught him and took him into custody. Now people, I also want you to listen to what the aunt has to say. And their name is Desiree or Desiree. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I said this make me hate police. Me I tell you, me hate you. Now me feel what the people them a feel when people are cry out so to kill them innocent. I never know set to come at my doorway. This will kill me nephew innocent. I mean no, the man of gunman come here and put me neck on the block and swear for him.
Now people, like I said, Stewarttown in St. Mary is not a garrison. I am not saying that it is uptown like Cherry Gardens or Norbrook. However, it is not known for gang activity. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that whenever people that are violence producer do anything, they don't run away to some quiet area. We are speaking about some tranquil community for basically hide out. I am not saying that. However, what I am saying is that this is not a place that is known by the Popo, by the JCF as being a place that always erupts because of all sort of gang activity. This is more of a peaceful, tranquil place where people basically farm, them go to work, hard-working people. Most of the people, and people like me say, I am not saying that everybody that lives in a tranquil community are always law-abiding citizens. Me just say, I am just giving you a MO or a basic idea of the type of community that I am speaking about. That means that it is least likely that somebody that is a violence producer is going to be there, point blank and period. Now we also heard the aunt said she vowed she is angry and she says she hate the Popo, and whenever people hear incidents of the Popo slapping away people unjustly, they should believe because she is now experiencing it, because it is right at her doorstep, at their front door right now. She is experiencing it first and point blank and period. And people, you have to agree with this lady, because like them say, who feels it knows it. And people, I know that we've seen all sorts of incidents on social media in the news where family members are always vying for their family. However, when we think about the fact that this youth is a youth that has always had a job, and people like how we're speaking about in the COVID-19 time right now, you know, so things kind of slow. So therefore, even a friend or even a cousin said that she gave him $50 to find his way back home on that same day when he was taken from Arakabesa, we are talking about in a St. Mary. So people, we are talking about a youth that is on some sort of hard time. We are speaking about a youth that does not have a history, don't have any sort of criminal record or any sort of name calling up by the Popo in his district. We are talking about in a St. Mary, Stewart Town to be specific. So anyways, people, this is what the MP for the area I am speaking about, Bobby Robert Montague, had to say. He said that he is going to make sure that justice is served. Justice is going to flow like River Nile. Take a listen to exactly what he had to say, and then I'll give my piece.
No matter who the blame is to drop on, whether it is to the right or to the left, it will flow. Justice will flow like River Nile, because the people need answers, the family need closure, and as a country we need to resolve that we should be long past these kinds of things.
Now people, the truth and the fact is that we've heard this all before. It sounds like a revolving door. However, we see that the same thing every day we get up. It is just a new day, but the same old BS, because we see that people get slapped away left, right, and center on a daily basis at the hands of the Popo security force. Me I talk about the JCF, JDF, alike, point blank and period. Now people, like I've always said, whenever any sort of incidents like this happen in any sort of area, and you see the MP, you see the National Security Minister show up, that means that something is into something. Because if they thought, or if they had a strong inclination that this youth is a violence producer, that he was involved, they would not have showed up, they would have remained mum. However, in this case, we see that it is different. We see that the minister without portfolio in the Ministry of National Security, he showed up. I am speaking about Matthew Samoda, and he told the residents that he understands their plight, he understands their anger. However, he wants the community to allow the investigation to take place, so therefore them can come to the bottom of this or find some sort of resolution or conclusion. See if the Popo was wrong or not. Now, when we look at a case like this, people, I think that this is a clear case of mistaken identity. Because if you remember when that incident took place, we were speaking about last Friday, when the 4 Popo them get caught up in a place called Horizon Park, there was a picture that was circulating on the internet, on the media, on social media, with a man in a red shirt, and people are claiming that he is a suspect. He is one out of the 3 persons that basically bake up some corn on the Popo and corn up 4 of them, in which 2 of them actually passed away and the other 2 were taken to the place of recovery. And people, there was also a next video on TVJ or on the news, somewhere on social media that I saw. And people, the truth and the facts that the two persons kinda resemble. However, we are talking about Xavier and he is much thicker. The other person that was in the red t-shirt or red shirt, him more slimmer, him look mager, him look dry up. So people, is this a case of mistaken identity? And is the popo supposed to be making these types of mistake and slapping away innocent people because they are so spontaneous, they are so impulsive, they are so eager and desperate for revenge for their fallen soldier? People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now when we analyze and scrutinize a case like this, it has flaws. It has protocols not being followed. It has all type of mistake written all over it because people remember the popo went to his house in Stewarttown at first. They searched the house in front of the aunt and the sister and the picnic them and also the mother, and then they left and they went to Arakabessa. We are talking about in a St. Mary, and people, they found him in Arakabessa. So therefore, if they were looking for him and found him in Arakabessa, where there is a popo station, where there is a bigger main town than Stewarttown, why didn't they just take him to the popo station right there upon the spot? Because them claims that them search and them find a tool. However, people, we see that they did not do that. They actually took him back to his house in Stewarttown in front of his sister, in front of his mother, in front of his sister's children. We are talking about some liquor picnic, and then basically give him a 6-piece. People, based on the information that is out there, based on what the residents are saying, and people, let me make this very clear, this is my disclaimer, there is always 2, 3, 4 sides to every story. We are talking about the popo side, we are talking about the mother and the resident, and we are also speaking about the truth. However, when we consider the fact that this youth is a youth that has been working, that has a record of working, does not have any sort of criminal background, does not have any sort of popo record, people, he is a youth that has been working for a very long time, and he is from a place that is not a place that is filled with all sorts of violence, and we understand that anything can pop off anywhere in Jamaica. So my point is that the most violent set of person can kind of hide out and cool out in some tranquil place. So me now say that it is not possible. However, the possibility or the probabilities are based on all the facts that we have, based on all the information that we have, we think we can only come to a logical conclusion that more than likely the popo erred. And when I say they made an error, they made a fatal error because somebody lose them picnic, somebody lose them relative. We are talking about the friends them, they are going to be missing their friend. People, this is not right. It is not just. People, something is definitely wrong with the justice system in Jamaica. And specifically, I am speaking about these popo because them feel like them have a free reign to do whatever they so choose. And I understand that they are going through a very emotional and traumatizing time also. However, you don't want to put other people in your same sort of predicament. But people like them say, misery loves company, and it seems like that is the case in this case. Point blank and period. Now when we see incidents like this, we have to ask the question, where is the Prime Minister? We are speaking about Andrew Holness. Where is the Commissioner of Popo in a time like this? They need to come out and they need to speak, and they need to make the residents know exactly what is going on. However, people, you have to understand with everything that happens in Jamaica, it is all about politics and politics. Politics plays a very important or an integral role in every sort of decision that these people make. Because if the Prime Minister come out and basically talk about the people and the residents and say that they are looking for justice for these people, it is going to seem as if they are basically dimming the moral of the JCF. May I talk about the Popo, and the same can be said for the Commissioner of Popo. They are picking side. So in other words, the Prime Minister or the Commissioner of Popo, they are not going to do any sort of action that is going to put a damper on the morals of the Popo, because they know that they are very sensitive and they are going through a very traumatic time right now with the pass away of 2 of their friends and also 2 more in the place of recovery from that incident in Horizon Park. So people, we are seeing the trickle-down effect. We are seeing a negative effect that is associated with that incident, because we say a whole lot of innocent persons are getting carried away, are getting caught up in this mix-up. point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.